Meaningful World hosted an awards and reception gala to celebrate a photo exhibit and United Nations 72nd Founding Day. This exclusive event was to be held originally in the UN building, but was held at the United Nations Church Center due to coercion and pressure from the Turkish mission to the UN. This photo exhibit was a culmination of Meaningful World's years of envisioning, planning, and very dedicated effort to showcase images of suffering around the world. The theme of the exhibit was Transforming Suffering into Resilience, and showcased the organization's work from 3 regions: Africa, the Caucasus, and the Caribbean. Images included the countries of Armenia, Burundi, Congo, Haiti, Kenya, and Rwanda. This exhibition also included images from Armenia depicting the genocide memorial in Dzierżoniów. Saying that the images of genocide memorial in Armenia would be upsetting to the Turkish people at the UN Turkish mission had pressured the exhibit sponsor, the Haitian mission, which then not only pulled their sponsorship of the reception, but also directed to remove all of the Armenian photos. Subsequently, members of the ATOP Meaningful World were forced to bring the entire exhibition down. ATOP Meaningful World Gala began with opening remarks of the organization's founder, Dr. Ani Kalaycan. Dr. Kalaycan described the chain of events that led to the exhibition's cancellation, but also praised the members of the organization for showing courage and perseverance in the face of Turkish bullying and negativity at the UN.
So we have been working at the United Nations for over 28 years as an NGO, but we always have a very cordial and good relations with the missions, which are the governments. At this situation, it was a photo exhibit that we had planned for 5 years. And finally, last year, we were able to find the government who would back us up and sponsor. Because if you can't sponsor, if you don't find the government to sponsor your event at the UN, you cannot have your event at the UN. So, since we have been working in Haiti for over 10 years, they were our natural allies. The expectation is that when you're going to have a photo exhibit at the UN, that both the government of Haiti, the mission, and the UN security chief will have all the photos approved 6 weeks before. So on Monday, I'm receiving messages, vibrating phone, saying it's very emergency. I cannot wait any longer. I have to go to inside the UN. I went in, and who do I see? Deputy Representative Ambassador to Haitian Mission. And he, with his assistant, they're talking with the ambassador in French on the phone. They're distressed. They're very upset. And I said, what's going on? He said they received phone calls and pressure and threats from the Turkish mission stating that the Armenian photos were in question, that they will upset the Turkish people. And because of that, if they don't pull their sponsorship of our program, then they will not help them at all within the UN or outside the UN. So it was a basic threat. And Haiti, being a small nation and already has multiple problems with the earthquakes, hurricanes, political conflicts, they were very scared to lose a support at the UN. And they said, I'm sorry, and we have to pull it down. And I said, what do you mean? You gave us approval. The UN gave us approval. What, it doesn't mean anything? They said, I'm sorry. He said, I am following my boss's command. He told me that my role is to pull the exhibit down. But because of the situation and because our gala was planned for Thursday anyway, we had planned a wonderful choir, RNE choir, which I am very disappointed that they pulled out. It has nothing to do with the UN. They should have continued with their word and promise to be supporting us and to be singing on our program. But they were very much into our goal is to sing in the UN, even though for them we did a special, yet one step further we went and we rented the chapel, UN chapel. In spite of that, they refused. So we had we're supposed to have 7 ambassadors. We ended up having 2 retired ambassadors as opposed to 7 active ambassadors. Because the pressure, these small countries and the missions at the UN, they all converse and meet and talk. The word got around that Turkey is unhappy and started having a temper tantrum at the UN. But nobody is willing to stand up and say, what's wrong with these photos? I asked the deputy from Haiti, I said, I want you to look at these photos and tell me what's wrong with it. And he even said, I'm sorry, there is nothing wrong with your photos. It's just the order is from the top. But no matter what kind of pressure, we persevered. We decided it doesn't matter where. Even we had in mind to do it in the street. We were going to take each photograph, walk around the UN, and explain to people that ask us why we're walking with these photos, that Turkey is still in the dark ages and they don't have the empowerment to collaborate with us and see how we can reconciliate or have a relationship that is meaningful, where they can acknowledge and we can forgive and we can heal, and they can heal too, because they are suffering quietly too, but they have very unhealthy ego that really is standing in their way.
Dr. Kalajan invited Ambassador Mr. Samson Itepboje of the Permanent Mission of Nigeria to the UN to the podium. Ambassador Itepboje reflected on teachings of his own Christian faith as a force of spreading peace and harmony amongst the people. Dr. Leslie Popoff, Meaningful World's United Nations coordinator, presented an honorable mention award to Ms. Chinyere Anokwuru, who traveled from Nigeria to attend the gala in New York and accept the award in person. Ms. Anokweru's organization, Self-Worth Organization for Women's Development, aims to end community poverty by empowering women.
I came all the way from Nigeria to New York just to get this award. This award means so much to me because when you work behind the scenes and somebody somewhere says, I see what you're doing and I'm giving you this award to appreciate your effort, it means so much to me because back home in Africa, this work started as a passion for the less privileged. There's so much hunger and recession in the land, and women all there don't even have the voice. When there's poverty in the family, there's domestic violence, there's all sorts of abuse going on. So we try to empower these women with skills that they learn at our center. With these skills, they have the opportunity to fight against poverty, against abuse, against all forms of victimization. Because when you give a woman, teach her how to fish, you set her up for life. So at our center, we get these local women together and we train them on how to make dresses, how to make hair, how to do makeup artistry, how to cook and sell. So with these little businesses, they're able to feed their families even from the comfort of their homes. This dress I'm putting on today was made by the women. In 3 months, they learn the skills and they become so empowered to be able to fend for their families. So this award means so much to me. Thank you, Meaningful World, for having me here. Thank you for the honor. And I know this is an open door to many other opportunities for me and my organization.
The Youth Peace Award was presented to Armen Sahakian. Since 2014, Mr. Sahakian, who is 24 years of age, has served as a member of the Board of Directors of the Armenian National Committee of America. His work is to build awareness among the genocide of Armenians and to ensure that all genocides are properly memorialized and condemned on the state level.
Today, Meaningful World and organizers were marking the UN International Day, celebrating international cooperation and unity in overcoming various international challenges. And to that effect, they had also a photo exhibit where they were exhibiting photos from various missions all throughout the world that Meaningful World has been carrying out, as well as holding a gala and award ceremony where I was one of the honorees to receive the Youth Peace Award for the efforts that me and the organization that I represent have been undertaking for decades in raising awareness about the Armenian genocide, but also moving beyond that and also raising awareness about other genocides and working effectively to end the ongoing genocide against the Christians, Yazidis, and other minorities in the Middle East and beyond.
After the awards ceremony, gala attendees enjoyed a 12-minute film about Meaningful World's work in Haiti throughout the past several years. This film exemplified the organization's work of humanitarian relief. The gala concluded with a cake-cutting ceremony, Dr. Kalajian encouraging attendees to continue to spread the message of peace, unity, and tolerance.